Hey guys, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada chat.
It's episode 17, brothers.
It's the live eviction show. We know it's not live.
Oh my god. So no POV was used last time by Jared. Mitch and Joel are still on the block.
The speeches were so dramatic, we had to hear them again.
Didn't they just do Mitch's again?
No, I thought they did
Joel's
both. Because I remember hearing about the birthday twins again.
So Mitch promises to he promised to be the doctor to surgically remove your ass from this game.
Your sickness.
He's gonna flush that toilet.
That's right.
All
You should
right.
have said that.
That would have been better.
All right, so it really drew a line in the sand, Mitch versus the trio, and that means that Joel can pretty much just lay low at this point.
That's all he needs to do.
He doesn't have to do much campaigning right now.
Well, he doesn't have to do any more to Tim, that's for sure, because Tim is so hot for Mitch right now.
Keep Mitch away from me! He really liked that speech, woo!
Later on, though, in the episode, how many people picked up on that, please give me a towel to masturbate under?
No! We'll get there. Tim was on fleek tonight, or last night.
He was great. He had a great edit. Alright, so Raul feels really stupid and pissed right now.
Yeah, because Mitch Muffin was his best friend in the house, and
He was so mean to me.
I put him up, and now he's mad at me?
How could you?
Imagine that.
How could you do that speech in front of everyone?
Seriously, though, was he expecting Mitch to be like, thank you for, like, getting
Yeah,
me out of this
really.
game. It's wonderful. I love it.
Tim is actually considering working with Mitch.
Was he, though? I think it's all in the edit.
Yeah.
But Nikki was, like, talking to him. She was like, you two, all the smartest in the house.
Well, she was working it because Mitch is the only other person in the house besides Tim.
Yeah, so Tim was like, oh, I am smart like Mitch.
Yeah, I'm Mitch with personality.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mitch he was laying low. I mean, he was not being himself outside the house.
Right,
so.
right. All right, well, Jared is working the bros. He's talking to Phil. He's like, we got to get rid of Mitch. Phil's like, okay.
Phil will do anything anybody says to do, pretty much, so.
If it's Tim or Jared, yeah.
All right. So, are these people going to be friends outside of the house? Will Jared be friends with Mitch outside the house?
Well, there was a little passive aggressiveness there because Jared was all like, hey, Mitch, can you still be friends with me outside of the house? I know I'm cancerous. And Mitch is like, maybe. Cancer can be treated.
So can rats.
Ah!
All right, so it's complaint box time. I was wondering when they were going to pull this episode out.
You know that it wasn't just for fun.
Of course not. So Tim and Cassandra, Tim was joking around that the TVs don't work.
They only say Big Brother on the screen.
And Cassandra, she just is there for her
She's
TV
airtime
time.
Cass.
Yeah. So they put on a supercut of Cassandra's most embarrassing, like...
I don't know. I think it could be worse.
All right, well...
But yeah.
All day long. Yeah. So...
They only had sound for a little bit, though.
Yeah.
The sound wasn't on the whole time.
That was punishing. Joel,
He was asking the complaint box for a secret veto or a secret power or something.
Yeah, how come there's no secret power in this house? So they turned him into backwards man for the rest of the day.
Oh no, he had to have his wiener in that spandex.
I thought that they made him into like a superhero.
And he was just using the cape to cover his stuff.
Wiener. Yeah. But that wasn't the case.
No, he was backwards man. So he had to like walk around backwards all day, and that's that. Okay, moving on.
That wasn't that exciting.
Well, Tim was like, Big Brother, Nick is always snoring.
Right, so guess what? Nick can't go to sleep, and neither can you, Tim, because you have to keep him up all night so that he doesn't snore. I thought in your spoiler you had said that they hadn't actually completed that task, but they made
No, I said they weren't sure.
Okay.
Big Brother was being all like, I don't know about it.
I mean, the sun came up, so I would think that was...
Yeah, they were taking forever to confirm it, and they were
Yeah.
like pushing it back and whatever.
All right, so Nikki, she's pretty disgusted by Jared, and actually
A lot
trio.
of them.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the house. Yeah, she's like, oh, I can't stand these people.
Outside of the house, they couldn't even wipe my ass.
She's really upset because she wants Mitch to stay this week, and it's not looking good for him.
Jared is kind of a dick.
Jared is one of those people that tells everyone that he's like such a nice guy and everything, but he's kind of not.
Yeah.
All right, well...
She's a BFD outside the house, too. I mean,
that has nothing to do with it, though. All right, phase 2 of Mitch's plan. So phase 1 was his, cancer speech thing at the power veto ceremony. Phase 2, he's got to come up with this freaking presentation to spell this out for people.
All right, and this is not easy because these people are dumber than wood. Seriously, he's got chocolates.
He's trying to
Too
use...
distracting for
Well,
these people,
he's
especially
trying
if
to
you're on
use
flop.
it to give them a visual aid.
All right, well, he's giving them a visual aid of made-up crap anyway because it doesn't matter because they wouldn't get it. Anyway.
I didn't know he was making this up either at the time, you know? I was just like, okay, if you want to use that, fine. I don't think it's going to work, but...
1 over 4 is 25%, and yeah, we know.
Yeah.
So
multiply 0.32 by 10.
you have 1/14th chance at the beginning of this show, and then at the end you have like 1 out of 3.
Well, yeah.
2.
So he was trying to use like these laws of probability, like with groups or something, to explain to the house guests that the trio is gonna win this shit. That's what it comes down to. But that part is true. They have such a better chance of winning than everyone else.
You know what? Whether he's in the house or not, the other people do not have any more of or less of a chance of winning. Because if he's in the house, he's gonna win. And if the trio is in the house, they're gonna win.
Well, that's the thing
So
here.
everybody's screwed.
The major hole in this argument is that the numbers will still be the same if Mitch or Joel stay. So Mitch is trying to tell them, like, I'm definitely going after them. But at the same time, Joel has proven that he will go after them.
Yeah.
He's done it before. He got rid of Kelsey. And also, this is the part where Tim needed the towel. Okay, so, little fun moment here. It's worth mentioning because this is something that Mom and I do all the time.
We do it all the time.
The brothers were watching the Cassandra clips and they started like acting them out.
Because they saw them so many times. So we watch so many things online that we see the same commercials over and over.
Just even for this show, when we watch it on Global.
Right.
They have that Global app ad.
We started acting out the commercials.
Okay.
Because sometimes we'd have to watch the same commercial 3 times in a row.
Like the Good Wife clips, and that was easy.
All right, that's way too much fun.
Moving on. Joel campaigns a little bit, and he brings up the point that I just mentioned. He's already proven that he will go after the trio.
Right.
Moving on.
All right, so we already said Tim kept Nick up all night, supposedly. They watched the sun come up. There was a bird flew by.
How romantic.
I know.
That was so sad. Look, it's a bird!
I know. There was snow up there. A lot of those people go out there with improper clothing on.
Yeah.
I'm
They step
surprised they don't
outside
get
for a
sick.
smoke or something.
Yeah.
There's snow out there. Woo.
All right. Mitch and Nikki, this is their promise to the brothers if they keep Mitch this week.
Right.
'Cause
So
Mitch and Nick are pretty much a team.
Mitch and Nikki.
Nikki.
Yeah. So Mitch is now using Nikki as leverage. He's telling Phil, like, all right, 3 things that you can get from Nikki and I if I stay this week. We will not put you up in a triple eviction. We will not vote against you. And if I'm up on the block with you, Nikki will vote for you to stay over me.
Wow.
Whoa.
I don't believe it, but
Phil is like, that sounds nice. So then, Mitch is also bringing out some secret info here.
this was epic.
This was cool. So
He
Mitch is
called out
like,
Kelsey's deal.
yeah, he said, Maddie told me that Kelsey and Jared tried to make this Final Four deal with her and Ramsey. Mm-hmm. Boom!
So they call in Kelsey and
No, Kelsey just randomly walks in
right.
with Nick.
and they're like, "Did you do this?" And she's like, "No."
What? What?
What are you talking about?
Lavita, what do I say?
Yeah, exactly. So when she denies it, Mitch calls in Maddie and Ramsey. What?
And Kelsey's like, I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to talk about it.
So this was some major ass drama and very telling for the entire house.
Or at least it should have been.
Heads were freaking exploding because everybody got pulled into that one because they were like, who are you putting up? And who are you putting up?
I mean,
and who are you putting up?
Even though that Final Four deal was not like for real, you know, you should see who the targets are now. Maddie and Ramsey should absolutely see that the trio's coming after them 100%.
Right.
Hundo P. And the brothers should be like, oh shit, I don't know if I can trust this trio.
Exactly. So it's time for Arissa to check in.
Okay.
And she said today's loser is the first jury member.
Woo! I was wondering when jury was going to start.
All right. So, Joel, what do you got to say? All right. You're all right. He made up this little poem that was not very good. And, yeah, I'm laying low.
Then it was time for Mitch to speak.
Mitch basically, in sum and substance, said, Jared and Kelsey, you're the absolute worst. Keep me.
I guess, yeah. He left Raul out of it this time.
Yeah. All right. So the vote went 3-5. What is wrong with you, Arissa? Why can't you get this right? Didn't they teach you in, like,
I'm pretty sure she, like,
grammar
watches
school?
sports, too. Like, she enjoys sports.
Did she not pay attention in grammar school?
I don't know. Arissa,
You always
we
put
love
the
you, but
bigger
why do you do
number
that?
first.
We do like Arissa. I just want that to be
Yeah,
known.
I love Arissa. I think she's fantastic.
Yeah.
But why?
I don't know.
So Mitch is evicted. And
It
on
was
his
sad.
way out...
I'm sad to see him go.
Yeah. He had one last parting shot. He said, I will vote for the trio if they're in the final 2 or 3, whatever it's going to be.
So you better get rid of them if you want to win. If you want my vote.
Exactly.
Oh, snap!
Yeah. That was pretty nice little zinger. That was a zingbot moment there.
He should have been like, I'm rich, bitch!
That's what I would have said. But
Except
I'm not.
it's not true.
No.
Okay, so then Arissa and Mitch, little chat. He really got screwed over by the twist. I mean, really. This would not have happened.
Not only did he get screwed over by the twist, but he got screwed over by Levita. Mm-hmm. She could have kept her mouth shut if she was a friend to him and been like, there's not sound.
Levita,
I don't know what they're doing in there.
In that situation, she needs something to talk about. So she was just spilling everything.
Yeah. Was your strategy too aggressive, Mitch?
Honestly, up until this week, I don't think so. I think he would have been fine, but the twist really screwed him over.
No, I mean
for this week.
after the twist happened.
I don't know that he
fought
had
too aggressively.
much of a choice.
True.
I don't know that he was really screwed over, so.
He was. All right, so now it's time for the HOH competition. It's
Before or after?
Yeah, and Phil was out first. Shocker.
The question was so easy. What?
How is he the brain?
You're not the brain of the brothers.
Do you think Ramsey threw it? He was out next.
I don't think so. Well, maybe. Possibly.
And then they were out of time. So there's a little cliffhanger there.
If you guys want to know who the HOH is and you don't want to wait until Sunday, make sure you check out my spoiler videos because all will be revealed.
They're fantastic.
Thanks.
And check us out on Patreon and support us because it means so much to us. We really do appreciate it. Let us know what you thought in the comments, and until next time,
Much love.
Edit.